Hey, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your energy. And if you are new here, welcome. I also want to say a special thank you to all my subscribers. Let's see what the universe got for you right now. Passion. It doesn't feel like a beginning, but a continuance. But more than that, it feels like you got to a point where it's a sign, it's a confirmation that you have reached a place or a point, a distance, a goal where it feels like you did it, but only because you continued, only because you didn't give up, only because you continued to listen to your heart and put your passion in it, doing it with passion, never giving up. So there's a sense of joy, not only satisfaction. And instead of that passion, that fiery energy to die out because in a way it's no longer needed, no, it's the other way around. You feel that even more, where it's amazing because you gain a bigger connection with it, where it's a wow, it's real, it's true. You are witnessing something yourself. The world. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Page of Wands. Two things at the same time, where it creates beginnings, it creates foundations, many things. Hi, welcome in. And to everyone that does celebrate a special moment, Merry Christmas. There's two things working at once, happening at the same time. Thank you. Likewise. Well, it's all about points of views. It's all about perceptions. It's all about unique experiences. That's your individuality, where there's everything from the lowest to the highest. Where some, it was like, exactly what you were saying about this moment. But then there's others where it's like, it is the most magical moment. So it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's actually fascinating. So if you don't enjoy what you're experiencing, what you experience, change your perception, your point of view to the highest, to the best, to the one you prefer. Mm. Well, what I'm getting is that we'll never forget anyone. There's always going to be something that we are going to remember about someone. Hi, welcome in. Mm, no, but we can learn from everything. There's good in everything. there is a celebration in everything, even in the present moment. But you see, it's amazing because I heard how to the thief, earth becomes something cruel, whether it's an element, something that is supposed to be pleasant to the human being, it becomes a torture. But that just connects to the law, where you get what you give, and that you have to pay for what you do one way or another. This is why it's recommended to do good, to say good, to feel good, to think good. That is funny. Yes, the thing is that we don't roll like that. If it's nonsense, if it's not necessary. So, thank you though. Yes, two things at once. Now, what is that? It's connected to God, to Spirit, to the infinite. And that is two things at once. What is that? Completing cycles and accepting, allowing, flowing with divine beginnings that are connected to truth. That's how you are advancing. Because you see, many times an opportunity comes along, if you are lucky, because the truth is that no opportunity can come along if you are not ready for it, if you haven't completed a specific cycle. But that's the whole thing, that to be able to take it, accept it, you must complete. It's like that for a reason. Mm. I'm receiving something about the imagination. Where the imagination doesn't have any limits. So that is part of the beginning. Where it feels like you went left, and that wasn't a negative thing. It was a beautiful thing. It was good, positive. It's all good. But you did that in a way to complete a cycle. But because you are in the energy of being open with the divine, being one with the divine, receiving the information, the guidance, the knowledge, the truth, the love, there's a new beginning. But it's different. You are not going to do it the same. Now you gotta go right, but you are doing it differently. Where over here it feels like you had to get to 100, and you did. Excuse me, but it was one by one, and it had to be one by one, like in a way, a rational or logical way. Where, well, that's the only way. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 100. And it feels like you were given an opportunity to go left or right, and that is forward or continue the cycle. Again, you got lucky. You decided to complete that cycle. the one you have to get to 100. And you did it. You did it with passion, with truth, with enthusiasm. But then over here, to go right, you're providing the divine opportunity and you are accepting it. But over here, it's different. Yes, shout out to Drake. Because over here, it's, yes, it's 100. It's to go to 100. But you don't have to do one by one. You can just do one step. From one, from 0 to 100. But the thing is that it was meant to be. It had to be that way. Hey, welcome in. Thank you for your beautiful presence. Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Yes, I am. Thank you. It was meant to be. Why? Because you had to learn, you had to know, you had to experience, you had to witness, you had to understand, you had to get there, you had to do that. Because what I'm getting is that there's many individuals that they are being provided, individuals teach them, they find out, they practice it, they apply it, that's how they live. But they don't know the other side. They don't know what's over there. Perhaps they heard certain things, but they don't know. So that's what's going on here with God and you, with God and me, with God and us. Where's the physical and the spiritual, both at the same time. Where that's where some individuals, they know one part but not the other, where they think that, oh, we are spirit and that's the truth, and we are eternal, we can't really die, yes, we live in the body. But it's like they stop in a way caring for the body. They start in a way distancing themselves from the world. But it's also the other way around, where individuals pay no attention to the spirit, even though in a way it's impossible, because being, that's already spirit. But they don't give it too much attention, they don't really care for it. They think that just showing up to church and staying for that long and that's it, that even though that can be, if you are paying attention, listening, and digesting the information what you are receiving, and at the same time applying it in your life. There's no rule. You can create rules. God gave you the liberation, the freedom. do good or bad. So it's all up to you. Even though we hear it from all wise men throughout history, do good, be good, focus on the good. Welcome in. Thank you for your beautiful presence. We have the Lovers. That's what I'm saying. When you are given an opportunity to express and you choose to express negatively, you see, that is your liberation. But it's like perhaps they don't understand the power they have. Because you receive what you give. That is just the law. Whether it's in the same moments or later on. But you'll receive. You'll experience. This is why the Lovers is showing up. Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Where there's someone with, well, they think, they believe they have more, perhaps for having something material. And that is the whole thing about, in a way, society, about the world, in a high percentage where individuals, yes, of course, it's been like that for a long time, where it's true. Well, not for all, but individuals believe to be more for what they have physically. So this individual definitely believes that they feel like, if they feel like they deserve more, they feel like they deserve more respect, they feel like they are better and that they have more. That's just a feeling that they have more. But it's not necessarily the truth. The thing is that there's many individuals that would only understand, they will only understand certain things once they die, because something happens in that moment when you die, where it, it's amazing, because it's not I saw an example in movies, I've seen examples in movies, but it's not that I got that from a movie. I get everything from the divine, from God, from the present moment, from nature. Even though I owe you no explanation, the thing is that it's when individuals are dying, they say that their life flashes in front of their eyes, their mind. Say they go through their whole life in a flash. Well, some individuals, until that moment, they will understand more about you and who you are and what you do and what you are doing and what you were doing when they were experiencing you, witnessing you. Because this individual that feels like that they have more, but they are experiencing you, witnessing you, sharing, blessing, especially others or those who need it, who need it most, who require it, who lack it, who don't have it. And it's beautiful because the individual that I'm telling you about, they don't understand it. They don't understand why or how you are able to share, you are able to bless, you are able to give, and in a way create balance, in a way fulfilled. Yes, balance things out. Why? Because there's some individuals that are in negative. Well, you bless them, you share with them, you give them something that it's good. You see, that negative cancels itself out. That it becomes a positive. You see, it becomes a positive. Now, to so many others, you neutralize the situation, their situation, with the good that you provide. But that's the thing that they don't understand. Why don't they understand it? Because perhaps they don't know how to share. They've never done it. They don't do it. It's amazing. Yes, it does feel like a greedy energy. Oh my goodness, of course. It, would you call that judging? God forgive us. God forgive us. But that is just the truth. I'm going to express what I see, what I feel. Of course, I I do have in a way limits to express why I express. That's that's the beauty about thinking, because many individuals, some individuals, they risk it all with what they express. And those that don't, is not that they are not expressing the truth or that they are not real. What do you think a poem is a poem? Because the words are, they just blend in beautifully. Not just that, it's not only the sound, it's what's being said, it's the meaning, it's the order of the words. Well, here with the lovers, it's that energy. They feel that energy with you, with your presence. But what I'm getting is that it's more on the spiritual side, where perhaps it's their secret. No longer their secret, but perhaps there's a secret. Tell me more about that. Thank you. Knights of Cups. Queen of Swords. Wow. Page of Pentacles. The thing is that this individual, in a way, it's getting in the way. Oh my goodness, but I find it very, very fun, in a way attractive, daring, very innocent, but at the same time, like, you know that they know what they're doing. Hey, welcome in. Hey, those are nice cards. It's amazing because growing up, we had cousins that gave us whole bags of those cards. It's amazing. I never thought about that, and well, I never put those thoughts together where there were so many cards, and it's amazing because I do have another friend that they they continue to give us so many cards. not those types, but it's that where it's like it's bags and bags of cards. So it's just, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's an attraction. It's who you are. It's what you attract. So it's beautiful the way I connect that with what you are saying. But shout out to that animation, to the whole creation. Hey, we know what we are talking about. If it doesn't make sense to you, perhaps you should listen a little bit more, or just open up your mind, or look at things from a different point of view, or I don't know what else to tell you. It doesn't mean that it's not making sense to someone else or to us, because it is. And no one's about to cry. Now, if someone's about to cry, it's from joy because of the celebration that is going on right now. So welcome in. Yes, I was talking about an individual that is, in a way, getting in the way. But it's not so much that they are getting in the way. Well, they are getting in the way, but it's in the most beautiful thing. They are just letting you know that they are defending you, and in a way talking about you, suggesting others to you. Where this individual wants an opportunity for you, but that is only because of you. Now, why are they getting in the way of? Or what do I mean by them getting in the way? No. And I'm not going to ask you to watch your own tone. I'm not going to ask you that. Do what you please. Okay? But at the same time, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna mind my business, and you are welcome. You are welcome here. That's the whole thing. But we're just gonna keep it going. Well, it is what it is. You see, there's even a place for a snowflake. There's even a place in this world for that. So everyone and everything is welcome. Now, yes, it is. This is a place for you to be free. Of course, that's the whole thing. God gives you the liberation to do good, to do bad, to do what you want. Even though at the end of the day, you'll pay for everything. So why not do good? Because when you do good, you receive good. But you can do what you want. Thank you. Wow, you see, that makes me truly happy. Because I thought about it. I looked at it. I said, I like how it looks. I, you know, just everything. Thank you. That's a beautiful confirmation. Where it got the sign on it. When I first got it, and it had this. I think I'm over here telling you my secrets. Huh? That's not a secret. It is what it is. I just appreciate that. Yes, that yes. Okay, so where they are getting in the way of, it's not so much that they're getting in the way of, they're just getting in front of you. But you see, what they are getting in the way of is love. Is you. You see, it's not so much that it's a specific thing, whatever it is that you are doing, because you do everything with love. You provide your love to everything. That's just where you are. That's just how you do things. That is just how you are living life. So they get in front of you, but in a way only to say something about you. And what they are saying is truth. It's not only beautiful, it's truth. And that says so much. That means so much. Why? Because who is receiving from them, whoever is listening to them, whoever they are expressing to, they know when they are talking truth, when they are saying truth, and they know when they mean it. And they're talking about you. They want an opportunity for you, a special, unique opportunity for you. One that it can be clear what you do, what you can do, what you are doing, who you are becoming. The Hierophant on top of the deck. Yes, thank you. Hi, welcome in. Welcome for your beautiful presence. I agree too. And not just that, the way it feels too, because I still own some hats that are no longer new, but they still feel kind of new, and it feels like they're just staying like that. So they don't feel the way this one feels. This one is totally not new, but since very early, when I got it, it started to in a way adjust to my head, to my shape, and it's one of the most comfortable hats that I own. And there is a feeling where it's just in a way I forget that it's there. And with other hats, even though I like them as well, they either they are a little bit too tight, or I don't. There's something that in a way I feel it. Over here talking about my hat. Thank you. Anything else for this beautiful reading? Okay. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Swords. Yes. It's amazing because there was an individual saying that not everything is jackpot. And or it's not always jackpot, something like that. Where that's when I said that there's good in everything. That there's always a reason to celebrate, to be thankful for, to be joyful for. And yes, that includes everyone who is either going through something familiar, something with the family, something having to do with the family, whatever it is. There's always, because here I see a situation where, yes, they have to in a way go through something, and perhaps there could be some sadness or some painful stuff. But the thing is that I still see them together. They're still together, and to me that is a reason to be grateful for and to be celebrated. Because what do you mean? Well, it can always be worse. That's the thing. Because here at least they're still together. You guys are still together, and for that I give thanks. Over here, this individual is in a way having to leave a situation, in the way they feel it in their heart, in their emotions, in the way they didn't want that, they didn't desire that. They actually had lots of love for whatever they are living. But the thing is that God always got better for us, especially when we trust in God, when we believe in God, and when we actually make bold decisions. And this individual is definitely doing it. So I'm happy about that. That is something to be grateful for. That knowing that there's always better for us. Over here with the Two of Swords, it's amazing because it's an individual that now they are aware of something. They have two truths. But now because they have two truths that perhaps they didn't know before, or they were not aware of, or they didn't believe, but now they know that it's true. Well, that in a way it's putting them in a tight position where they are dealing with stagnation, perhaps mentally or about a decision. But the thing is that we should be grateful and thankful that we have the truth now. Now, if we have a doubt, we must go to God instead of staying there, instead of giving ourselves a headache or some pain or frustration. We can give anything to God, and God will guide us, provide for us, bless us. Thank you for your time, your energy. I hope this helped a lot, and I will see you next time. Bye.